somebody came in the chat and was like, hey, Matt Mead and Jim Stansel are live on the Ski Mask channel. And I was like, really? And then somebody was like, yeah, and they mentioned you. What? Mentioned me. I'm like, I can't be positive. And somebody was like, no, he mentioned you in a positive way. I'm like, what? So we were sniping them the other night. I couldn't believe what I saw. A lot of shit happened on this stream. Now, a lot of shit also didn't happen on this stream, meaning they were just two drunk idiots. And most of the stream was two drunk idiots. I believe I described it at one point as Stansel and Matt Mead remind me of two drunk guys at a bar who really want to find cocaine, but they can't find cocaine. Like two drunks that, yo, we got to keep the night going, man. Let's go. We got to get some coke. But it's like Christmas Eve and they're calling people like, yo, do you know a guy? And it's like, yeah, man, I'm trying to call him, but he's not getting back. Dude, let's get some coke, man. And they just can't find coke. And they're starting to get sloppy drunk. That's kind of what the stream vibe was. I might know some things. Let's just say that Mr. 17,000 Computers doesn't have as much money as he lets on. And let's just say that a certain other young lady who was on that same stream with Matt, the one that he just brought up, Scarlett Hampton, I have it on very good authority that Scarlett never asked for nor sought out any kind of money to go on MLC. From what I understand of the situation, Scarlett Hampton isn't the one who needs money right now. So that's, look, again, based on my limited understanding of the situation, Scarlett Hampton, to the best of my knowledge, is not currently struggling for money, is not asking people for money. And it's Matt Mead who is, in fact, possibly struggling with money. And possibly, and this is just my opinion, struggling with other things. Matt, do you know what a content tax is? The content tax is what my audience pays me. It's a voluntary system that has worked since the beginning of time. People give me money based on many variables. How much content I've provided for them, how interesting the shows have been overall, not just today's show, it's just overall, how much they enjoy it, how much money they have, and relative value to, some people are ballers, some people are poor. To some people, giving me fucking $5 is a lot of money. There are some people that giving me $100 ain't that much money to them. So it's a couple of variables, Matt. You haven't built that audience. You don't make content. You show up and you do one thing and then you crash out because you didn't get paid for it. You're like the worst. Like, I try to treat this content thing like an employee, and the audience is the boss. You don't want to come in and have a shitty attitude and ask when your vacation time is coming up. And, you don't show up to a fucking job interview and go, well, how much vacation time do we get? And how much, how much is this? And how much money am I going to get paid? And what time is lunch? You know what I mean? You have a shitty attitude. People are going to pick up on that. You just show up to everything and go, where's my money? No, we go and we make content and it all works out. It all comes out in the wash, man. Some weeks I make more content than God himself. And you know what? I don't make that much money. But you know what? It's a bad pay week. There's a lot going on. People have fucking got sick kids in a hospital. It's Christmas time. Whatever happens. Then there's nights I come in, I phone it in, and guess what? Bing bong. Money just comes a pouring in. You know why? It's called the content tax, Matt. It means that people will show up and they will donate to a show because of shit you did 2 weeks ago. And they didn't donate right away when you did the good thing. But the first time they had a few extra bucks, they go, oh, hey, Mersh, I'm just super chatting because, Yo, 2 weeks ago, I laughed my ass off at that shit. Matt, the reason you ain't making no money is because you're not content. The only time people are entertained by you is when you are putting your hands on a woman or smashing a computer. Maybe you can turn that into something, but as far as we can see, the only thing we can tell is that you are a fucking rage pig and you're easy to take advantage of. Jim Edward in Rumble said, Mersh implying that tax is voluntary. Yeah, I mean, all right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Sending people some kind of revenue for those super chats when they were all about you or your significant other at some point. How about
this guy is such a fucking loser. And by the way, again, I have it on very good authority that Scarlett Hampton doesn't need money. Scarlett Hampton currently does not need money. And Scarlett Hampton currently does not need, not only does she not need money, she didn't ask for this. She didn't ask for Matt Mead to, on Christmas Eve, start crashing out about an appearance from 2 months ago that he now all of a sudden feels he's owed money for. That's drug addict behavior. No, Matt, I'm not saying you're a drug addict, but what I'm saying is calling a motherfucker on Christmas Eve and going, hey man, you know, you never paid me for 2 months ago when I beat my girlfriend on stream for you, and I would like some money, please. A guy who's always talking about suing people for defamation for shit that his girlfriend recorded. Yeah. Mister, I could buy 17,000 computers. I don't think you can, Matt. I don't think you can. And like I said, I'm not saying you're on drugs, but bothering somebody on Christmas Eve about a show you did 2 months prior saying, I need money at fucking 12 o'clock at night, 1 in the morning, that's drug addict behavior. Look, I want to make it very clear. I have no evidence that would suggest that Matt Mead is a drug addict. However, Matt Mead is doing shit that I've seen drug addicts do before. Begging for money on Christmas Eve. Hey, don't you owe me money? Didn't I help you paint your house 6 months ago? And I don't think you paid me that $100. It's Joey C behavior. Right, buddy? Right, Mudges. Hi. He's alive. He's breathing.
Tell you why. Because
all right, let's start this over. I just fuck
Kevin Brennan. And I'm done having beef with these low lives. I mean, they're not low lives. I think Mersh is an all right guy.
Okay, but that implies I'm a low life, right? Like that's if we're being, I mean, I'm not trying to look, Matt. Do I want beef with you? I don't want beef with anybody, really. I like to make fun of people and move on. Do I think you're a good guy? No. Do I think you're a bad guy? Not really. I think you're a shitty guy. You know, I think based on what I know about you, like based on what I properly ascertained about you, and over time have kind of started to confirm about you, you're not like a guy I'd want to hang around, and you're not a guy I would trust. You're not a guy I would, you know what I mean? Like you're a shitty guy. Are you a bad guy? I don't think so, Matt. I reserve that for people who really earned the title of bad. You know what I mean? I put myself, look, shitty is a spectrum, just like autism. I put myself in the shitty category. I'm a shitty guy, but I'm on the very, very high end of like where I'm almost not a shitty guy. I'm just kind of shitty in a few ways. I'm getting better too. Velator's helping me. I do think, Matt, that we're not compatible. I'm sorry, I'm just not that into you. I do think that you are not a good guy, is all I'm saying. What am I looking at the chat for? What am I supposed to look at the fucking chat for? Anyway. Oh, Velator told me to do something? I didn't. Well, why don't you fucking show it to me? Oh, no. That's not how this works. You can't get a goddamn. No, you can't do that. That's not fair. Ice. That's not how that works. Turning my monk friend against me. That's not great.
I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't win.
Oh, yeah. So what I was getting at is I like how Matt goes, yeah, and I'm done feuding with these low-life pieces of shit. And then while in the frame of mind of thinking about low-life pieces of shit, he's saying me. And then he goes, Mersh is our. Like, as an example, imagine if I was like, damn, dude, you know what? I'm sick of fighting with all these low-life rapist pedophiles. You know what I mean? I mean, Jim N-word's all right, but you know what I mean? You'd go, whoa. I get that you just are like, you're kind of passively, aggressively dissing and saying some pretty fucked up shit about somebody. And you're not technically saying it, but you're saying it. I'm tired of dealing with these low-life pieces of shit. I guess Mersh is all right. Like, wait, what? All right. God damn. I got to hear it again. I'm sorry. That might be one of the funniest quotes I've ever heard about me.
They're not low lives.
No, let's sit there.
Beef with these, and I'm done having beef with these low lives. I mean, they're not low lives. I think Mersh is an all right guy.
Imagine going, I'm done beefing with these low lives. And then the first person, Mersh son. But then why am I mentally still in the low lives, Scarlett? You literally started off more honestly in that train of thought. And then you're not. Now what this is really, let me break it down for you. It's, he doesn't want to do this anymore. What Matt Mead is basically saying is, Daddy, don't hurt me anymore, please. I've had enough. I'm done feuding with these fucking Mersh. What he's trying to do is he's trying to Teddy Hart me.